Hi, Vanna. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Zeliana. I said, didn't hear me. I try. I do try. It's because I'm a pretty decent reader. Like, I imagine that the reason most that other people might mispronounce your name is like they probably just don't read quickly. A lot of people, sad to say, just aren't particularly good readers. Hey, Bev. Do you capitalize on the sunset solstice here in the eclipse there? Have dinner? I haven't eaten yet. I will be having rice for dinner. If it makes you feel any better, Val, I do hate the sun. Yeah, like Kevin Spacey. Um, I've only watched a couple of movies that he was in, and I thought he was good in those movies. Then he turned out to be a rapist. Um, meat, no meat, unfortunately. Alleged. Yes, then he turned out to be an alleged rapist. So now I have absolutely no yeah, Hollywood. Disagree. Hey, Jim. Everything came out. I can't watch them anymore. Yeah, consenting adults, which is ironic because allegedly, hey, Brecca, consent wasn't something he was particularly interested in. But yeah, it's not that Hollywood turns her soul evil. What happens is Hollywood makes it very easy to be the person you are. Hey, Gillface. So, like, a shitty person, Hollywood makes it really easy for them to be super shitty. Because they just have access to anything they want. Still like senior highs. I mean, I don't. My forehead's risen. I've got gray in my beard. I've got a big bald spot in the back. But yeah, so like, is a celebrity actually more inclined than general population to commit sexual assault? Probably not. Does a celebrity have a lot more opportunities to commit sexual assault? Absolutely. High school yearbook. I don't even remember. I honestly don't even remember taking the high school yearbook photo. I didn't get the photo, and I didn't get the yearbook. So don't normally fall asleep to your streams, Bond. That game ended. Yeah. Other than the objectification of women and horrible dialogue, it was like, yeah. Dan Schneider, yeah. Yeah, like Dan Schneider is going to be the kind of guy inclined to sexually abuse people one way or the other. But you know, his position meant that he was able to. You know, like if he was just like a regular guy, if he was just like a fucking accountant, you know, like if he was just a fucking accountant, he would have had a lot fewer opportunities to do it. He still would have thought about it. He still would have wanted to. He would have made inappropriate comments about women in the office. But he wouldn't have had the same opportunities to actually abuse people. That's what celebrity does. You know, being rich, being famous, that's what. Ooh, no. Not allowing that comment. That slips into anti-Semitic conspiracy theory bullshit, Benzo. What Dan Schneider has is money and success. Connection group. To which group? I don't currently have any cats now. That reminds me, Chantel got her cat today, didn't she? Gabriel Savage, singer, Schneider, and a couple more that were after church. Yeah, so like I said, that's yeah, and those connections definitely help people. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mike. I was asking Chantel for pictures of her cat. It was amazing flick too, 2016 to 2018. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I really paid that much attention to YouTube in that era. All conspiracy theory, QAnon mess. Yeah, I remember all that shit. Yeah, I remember the QAnon shit. I didn't really get involved. Like, I didn't really pay much attention to it, but I did hear about it. Though I mostly heard about it from like Twitter. For YouTube, what the fuck would I have been watching on YouTube back then? Not much, probably. 2016. Yeah, I don't think I was really watching. I don't think I was really spending that much time on YouTube back then. In 2018. Yeah, yeah. I said I don't think I spent that much time on YouTube back in that day. 2018 Trump was in office as well. Yeah. Yep, it was a fucked up time. And now he's back in office, and everything's even more fucked up than it was back then. 'Does kind of feel like does kind of feel like QAnon sort of died out. John Podesta doing some wild shit in his history. Yeah, I do feel like QAnon. I think kind of during the Biden administration, actually, QAnon sort of mostly fell off. There's absolutely still dieharders out there. People who think that everything is just, and people who are convinced that it's all a TV show. Yeah, there's still people like, oh, Trump's totally planning on arresting Biden and all the other deep staters and executing them out. Some of them have already been executed. Those people are still out there, but they are. I feel like they are fewer in number than they were during Trump's first administration and like the first year, maybe, of Biden. I feel like after the first year of Biden, I think is sort of when QAnon really dropped off, just because all the shit that they were predicting and promising never happened. YouTube changed slowly too. Yeah, it became. I mean, no, YouTube is still 2018. YouTube was well. I stand by it. Is my algorithm where it kept feeding me that crazy shit. Oh no, I mean that's something that YouTube is still notorious for. But no, you're right. That era was sort of when it got really, really bad. You'd go to watch like a Minecraft video, and within like 3 videos, you'd be exposed to conspiracy theory bullshit. Like it was really pushing alt right, alt right assholes. Like it was bad for pushing an alt right agenda. Still is. At least you're saying Trump and all these famous people secretly at Gitmo. Yeah. Yeah, and the algorithm, yeah, and like I said, I mean, there's like genuinely, like Minecraft was a big one for it. People going to YouTube to watch, like especially like young people going to YouTube to watch some Minecraft tutorials, and you know they'd see something on the recommend, yeah, they do, and one of the recommended videos. If you like this, watch this, and within like 3 of those, they it's like, oh, okay, sure, this looks interesting. I'll check this out. And then very quickly they'd find themselves watching somebody complaining about how women are ruining video games. And from there about how women are ruining society, basically. And how black people are ruining society. It's very quickly they'd end up being radicalized by these alt-right douchebags telling them that the reason society is bad today is because of gay people existing. No kill face, no digits. Only digits I ever give out: 8008135. Those are the only digits I care about. Discord? Nah. Nah, the only Discords I care about are John Delancey's character in My Little Pony and Eris, the goddess of Discord from Greek mythology. Of course I do, Killface. At least until the stream is out. At least while I'm streaming. If you're not around when I'm streaming, then I miss you. Once I end a stream, I just want to be alone. You miss me at 3:42 on a Tuesday? On a random note, I did decide, just so I could have my gallery complete, after I ended the stream last night, I did decide to take an extra 30 minutes just to complete the romance routes for Yankabuk, Kaori, and Ray. Played with you? I mean, I played without anybody. Like I said, I was just to complete the gallery, basically. I am actually still missing one. Hey, Buttercup. I'm actually still missing one achievement from that game. It's an easy one to get. You just enter your name as Liar at the beginning of the game, and you get the Liar achievement. You're stealing your mom's cat. I mean, there are times I'm not sure my mom would mind. Honestly, I think there's a lot of times where my mom would be like, "Oh, you want to steal him? Here's his cage." And Smokey Kingsley. It's not my mom's cat. I did ask Chantal to send me photos. They don't even look. I mean, I guess they kind of look similar in that they're both tabbies, but But no, he definitely looks different from Kingsley. Let me see if I can pull up a photo of Kingsley. Okay, but Tabbies all look the same. Kingsley doesn't have an orange nose. Nice great coat. We'll see him in a week yet. Yeah, I mean, this is Kingsley here. And apparently this is Smokey. Tabbies do tend to look the same. I like my kunai. Yeah. One reaction channel had your community post pic on stream is comparing. I don't think the pics I've taken of Kingsley show, but he does actually have a clipped ear. Like, I don't think any of the photos I've taken of him show it. But one of his ears is a bit clipped from a fight he got into. Nothing serious, it happens, but they saw the clipped ear. Okay. Thing is, it is actually also pretty common. When a cat's been fixed, it is pretty common to actually clip its ear a little bit as well. It varies. Some places do it, some places don't. That is, I think, more common with strays actually. That they get their ears clipped just so that if people see them, they know that it's been fixed. Make different for deacon moms. Yes. Actually, here's a question: Does Smokey meow? Because if he meows, then that's how you can tell it's not Kingsley. Might be a first meal. He does. Well, then he can't be Kingsley. Kingsley is not a vocal cat. Even when he does meow, it's a very pathetic sound that he makes. He has the most pathetic meow ever. If Smokey's is more meow, then yeah. Hi, Stacy. Anyway, on the I'll be getting there next Thursday. That day, I'm just going to have I'll be doing groceries. So that day, I'm just going to have something from the hot food counter. The first meal I make is probably going to be spaghetti. Thinking for the first meal I make, just some spaghetti. Been a long time. So something nice and simple and basic, but good and filling. I was told, Ma, come here, cat and come here, cat in cat language. Anyone else ever just swipe on their phone's home screen? You know, I'm not actually doing anything, just swiping. Anyone else ever just do this? Hi, Tonya. Just ate Jersey Mike's. It was good. Eat a fidget spinner. I do. I did have one. I did have a fidget spinner back in the day. Do anything on my phone if at all possible. But yeah, I did have a fidget spinner back in the day. I don't remember what I did with it. Threw it out, I guess. But yeah, I think it did help a little bit. Just a little bit. What is Kingsley? He's up there. I don't remember offhand, but he's pretty old. Maybe 13 or so? Sounds about right. I'm a lot with ADHD. Yeah. What helps with my ADHD is sucking dick. Seems that. No. Bit tired still. Same. Anywho, I'm thinking I might put my Sailor Moon rewatch on hold while I'm at my mom's. Thought the solstice was always the 21st. I don't know. I saw something today about the solstice. I saw somebody mention the solstice on social media, so. Fuck do I know about dates? I know nothing. So, if tomorrow's the solstice, then I'm wishing a happy early solstice. An early happy solstice. I don't fucking care. I'll be early. What do I care? It's hot at summer. Yep. And it is fucking hot these days. '18 today, but it honestly feels hotter than that. Better to be early than late. Except when it comes to jizzing. Or work. You just browsing Steam's recommended or discovery queue. I'm browsing Steam's discovery queue. Nova Hearts. Superhero dating sim / turn-based strategy. Turn-based strategy isn't normally my thing, but superheroes? Yay! Dating sim? Yay! Text, date, and fight your friends and enemies alike. I'm adding this to my wish list. Fans, not me. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a fan on me right now. So anyway, this Nova Heart seems like something that I will definitely want to play. So how's everybody? Anybody got anything new going on? Hey, Miss Pixel. Because, seems like the things I'm inclined to talk about, other people aren't interested in. So, probably need somebody else as just a topic. Woke up the email and text a fraudulent use of my bank card. Bunch of Uber charges in Delaware and San Francisco. Well, that's not great. Good that it was caught. And I assume the bank is reversing those charges. You know, you're on a diet. Never used an Uber in my life. Good, Uber sucks. Now wait for new card. That's true. Spend $40 in Uber and DD a day. Wait for a new card feels like years. Yeah. Yeah, I stopped using Uber Eats when I moved to Cornwall, actually. Admittedly, the main reason I actually stopped using Uber Eats was because I thought it didn't actually function in Cornwall. Because Uber does not operate in Cornwall. Like for getting rides. You know, like you can't call an Uber in Cornwall. So I thought that meant Uber Eats didn't work here either. I was wrong, it does. But I've been using DoorDash for a while. Like initially I'd been using Skip the Dishes, but I got fed up after after an order through them went badly. Index going to 100 this week in Michigan. Oof. So I switched to DoorDash, and good. Don't use Uber Eats. Uber supports Donald Trump. In Kentucky, it's supposed to get between 100 and 109. So not excited, yeah. And to think you want me to visit you in Kentucky, Killface. Nice thing to do to stay inside. I don't check the weather, I just feel it. Anywho, I hope your next card doesn't get stolen, Uncle Buck, and good luck surviving the heat waves, everybody. Heat fucking sucks. I'm gonna use my card forever outside the house, but yesterday I went to get gas and lemonade. Yeah, summer fucking sucks. So damn hard to sleep. So my card had to have been scanned. Probably. Get the heat, but I don't like cold either. Yeah, I mean, I don't like cold, but I find it easier to stay warm when it's cold than to stay cold when it's warm. So I didn't use my pin. I don't even have tap turned on for my debit card. I don't currently have a credit card. I didn't renew my card when it expired. My credit card when it expired. So I don't have a credit card right now. But with my debit card, I didn't even turn the tap on. I don't trust it. I might be paranoid. I'm probably paranoid. Debit cards have a Visa, MasterCard logo on them. Yeah. Debit cards have a Visa, MasterCard logo on them. Yeah. Yeah, they do. But it's not an actual a lot of them are like debit credit cards. Like it's pretty common for one card to access like both accounts. Most really can access both accounts, both debit or both both. A lot of cards, or not necessarily a lot, or no. But a lot of cards can be used as credit cards. Like a lot of debit cards can be used in place of credit cards. So like if you're ordering something online and it requires a credit card, you can use your debit card. It comes right out of your debit card. So you've got a Visa debit or a MasterCard debit. Mine is a MasterCard debit card. Master debit. So yeah. But yes, I don't have an actual credit card. I want a freezy. $37 and $67 transactions, but this alert came when it was 787. Jeez, what did they buy with seven? What were they getting that on? Like, what kind of cab ride were they spending that on? That one didn't go through, so I don't know where it was from. Yeah, that is definitely something that would get flagged, yeah. Hi, Squid. So less than a week until I go to my mom's. No, she's going to Scotland. So I'm just going to be watching her apartment and her cat. Mostly so I can watch her cat. I'm going to be staying at her place so I can watch her cat while she's away. I'm gonna have to sort through my digital books, get a few of them transferred out onto my phone for things to read while I'm there. Took a short nap and woke up to an email saying someone tried to change my Amazon phone number with that account. But I found out that was my daughter. I also need to transfer all my music to my laptop, to my other laptop. Figure I'll bring my new laptop with me. So, need to transfer my music to it. I have to be able to cook. I am. It'll be nice. She always orders shit, but Amazon chased her affiliates. Maybe it's like, yeah, could be. Better safe than sorry. My guys sometimes get emails about suspicious activity on my Amazon Prime account. I always ignore those because I don't have an Amazon Prime account. And I don't think I've gotten any of those in a while. Yeah, here's one. Your Prime benefits are on hold due to a billing issue. Hi, Larry. First meal. My first meal is just going to be like fried chicken or whatever from the hot food counter at the grocery store because I'll be doing groceries that day. So that's going to be my first meal. The first meal I cook will be probably spaghetti. So that's it. Yeah. think it was from the company I ordered you something from. That was totally different crap than my bank or Amazon. What, the first thing? I answered it fucking twice, Killface. Spaghetti. You asked me earlier, and I said spaghetti. And then when you asked me just now, I said spaghetti. Jeez, shows how much you listen to me. Shows how much you pay attention to me, Killface. Hey, Truth Fairy. I didn't actually see a question from you. You knew that'd be the answer? Because that was the answer I gave earlier, Killface. Also, I gave that answer a couple days ago. Somebody asked me that a few days ago as well. And I said spaghetti. Shit, it was probably you. It's probably you asked me like a couple days ago. You did, yeah. And you'll probably ask me. You'll probably ask me again before Thursday. Before I go over. Ask a question. It pops up when I miss the answer. Committed to memory this time, you swear? We'll see. What time to interact with the YouTube with the ads now? I missed your comment yelling at Killface. You're right, Julia. I'm sorry. You want them? I do. Go to the post office Monday. I will try. I got you more prezzies. She did, but she doesn't know if they got here, right? Oh, I did miss. Go to the post office Monday. Okay. All right, I'll go Monday then. All right, I'm going to get more water. I'll be back in a moment. Chantel. Somebody mentioned that Chantel wanted to split the box office or the post office with me, didn't they? I'll ask Chantel about whether she did want to split the post office. Kansas City and St. Louis, both cities trying to escape the state. Almost born in KC, but my parents moved to St. Louis. People are talking about it in our chat. Yeah, I'll message her tomorrow. I figure I'll message her about it tomorrow. I believe I do have a spare key. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I did get the 2 keys. Step 1 complete. What's step 1? We can get a regular doctor now. Indeed. Begin. Step 2 is question mark. Step 3 is profit. Yep. I have not met Smokey. She sent me a couple pictures. I asked her to send me pictures, so she sent me a couple pictures. And yeah, I'll need to, if we're going to be sharing this P.O. Box, and I guess I'll renew it. I guess I'll renew the P.O. Box and figure out arrangements so that I can give Chantel the spare key. Does she live far from you? I mean, it's Cornwall. There isn't really a far in Cornwall, realistically. I mean, there is, but it's not like she's like outside the city, you know? She is within the actual city. Dumpster diving? No. No dumpster diving. Dumpster diving for free roll-ups. But I mean, like, it kind of depends. Like, what do you consider far? A block is far. Fair. Well, that's farther than I thought, actually. I was going to say, like, if I wanted to walk, like, to the movie theater, for example, it would actually be over 45 minutes. So I guess a bit farther than I thought. But, like, East End, yes. Yeah. So, I mean, East End, I guess, would be over 30, over half an hour walk. So, I mean, it's. So, I guess there are, 30 to 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes an hour. So I guess, I mean, there are parts of Cornwall that would be like an hour for me to walk to, even from where I live. I am in a somewhat centralized area of town. So I guess there are parts of Cornwall that are sort of further than others. But anyway, I'm not actually giving any details on where Chantel lives. Asking how much an Uber ride to Montreal would cost. Infinity dollars, because Uber does not exist in Cornwall. You cannot get an Uber here in Cornwall. Closer to you or your mom. Again, I don't want to give any details. Like, I don't even want to. Like, I don't even want to hint about what area of town she lives in. Lift? That I'm not sure about. Uber Eats. There is Uber Eats in Cornwall. We do have Uber Eats here. We don't have Uber or other ride shares. Basically, the taxi companies were really, really effective at keeping those out of town. And I'm going to be honest, I am on the side of the taxi companies here. I'm normally not in favor of companies, but I will support, the local taxi companies over the giant multinational company that is built on fucking exploitation. Hang on, probably when I get to enjoy it. But yeah, Uber is deeply exploitative. It was built to get around the sort of laws that taxi companies have to follow. There are like laws and rules and regulations that taxi companies are obligated to follow. Uber and Lyft and all those, they were set up in such a way as to avoid those, use loopholes to get around them. And I'm not in favor of that. The taxis take you an hour away. I don't know whether our local taxis would do that, but it would be very expensive. Honestly, to get from Cornwall to Montreal, I think bus, maybe train. I honestly don't remember what we have. I think the train. No, I think the train goes to Montreal. I think my mom's flying out of from Montreal. Maybe Uber would be crazy expensive as well. Yeah. Yeah, I believe to get from Cornwall to Montreal, I think the train is the best bet. Cornwall. Yes, Cornwall is in Ontario. It is Eastern Ontario. It is actually pretty close to Montreal. Montreal is in Quebec. Let's just pick random days. Passengers. Again, against my stream. Yeah. So yes, there are. So yeah, for getting to from Montreal to Canada, or to get from Montreal to Cornwall, yeah, you'd use the train. Or to get from Cornwall to Montreal, I mean. To get from Cornwall to Montreal, you'd use the train. Economy class, you're looking at. I mean, it's going to depend on a bunch of things, but not too bad pricing actually. For just like economy class, you're looking like $50-$60. Anyway, Stellar Squid, yes. So the next game I play is going to be Date Everything. Or the next game I stream. The next game I stream is going to be Date Everything. I have already purchased it. I just need to install it on my new computer, on my new laptop, my other laptop. Did you book all this for your mom? No, she booked it all herself. Hi, beach girl. I was stuck in a train for 12 hours once, so I kind of hate traveling by train. Yeah, that sounds pretty shitty. Get a train ticket for like $37 really. Yeah, I mean it depends on a bunch of things. It depends on like the days, the times, things like that. What is that? What is Date Everything? It's a dating sim. Date Everything is a sandbox dating simulator set in the comfort of your own home, featuring 100 fully voice-acted dateable characters. Let the romance flow between your bed, smoke alarm, and overwhelming sense of existential dread. Are you ready to date everything? Is voice acting. Yep. Not just voice acting. A fucking ridiculous cast. Stuff where people are dating ChatGPT is weird. It is. And it feels predatory to me. Yeah, voice cast includes Felicia Day, Ray Chase, Carrie Walgren, Abby Trott, Jeremy Lee, Jonah Scott, Isaac Robinson Smith, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Gray Delisle, Fred Tatasciore. Fucking Fred Tatasciore. So I did propose to his ChatGPT, but has an actual girlfriend and child. Like, what? Nick Wolfhard, Courtney Taylor, Matthew Mercer, Allie Hillis, Deborah Wilson, Erica Ishii, Laura Bailey, Jonah Young Bosch, Troy Baker, Mika Burton. So yeah, it's honestly like a really impressive voice cast. For such an exceptionally silly game. Anyway, predatory. It feels predatory because, like, I feel like ChatGPT or like OpenAI or whoever makes it, I feel like they are trying to prey on people like that. Like, it's, you don't know any of them. I mean, some of them, like Courtney Taylor and Allie Hillis, are both from Mass Effect. Troy Baker and Fred Tatasciore are from fucking everything. Gray Delisle as well has done a shit ton. What's he done? What's Tatasciore done? A lot of bit parts in a lot of cartoons, and I mean fairly major roles in a lot of cartoons as well. So it's a thing that that YouTube has introduced to try to drive engagement. It's for the top commenters, top viewer, top fans. You get experience by either sending live chat messages or sending super chats and super stickers. Looking to see if there's anything that like people would definitely know Titus Yuri from. I suppose maybe not. Because like he's done like Marvel stuff, DC stuff, Star Wars stuff, but he plays Shax on Star Trek Lower Decks. He does Yosemite Sam in the more recent Looney Tunes cartoons. Also, Sam Sheepdog and Taz. How about anime? No, actually hasn't done that much anime. If anyone remembers Team America, he voiced Samuel L. Jackson in that one. This one became your mod. Hey, Red Room. Mostly based on my whims. Bored in my car, sweating like a pig outside my mother says waiting for. It is hot. Fuck summer. All right, so I'm not sure if Titus Yuri has actually done anything that many people here would be aware of. But he is one of those guys who's just constantly showing up in things. Even, hot. Yeah, that's right. He voiced Saren in the first Mass Effect game. I forgot that he voiced Saren. Bane and Batman Arkham Asylum. Couple voices in Mass Effect 2. Though no one terribly Major. Nope. No, I mean I'm pretty sure it's just the lighting. I guess I'm voicing Mass Effect 3. All right. As for Grey Delisle, that you've definitely seen something that she's done. You've seen a lot of things that Grey Delisle has done. She's voiced Daphne Blake and Scooby Doo stuff since 2001. Looks like she's done some. I think she's done some Betty Rebel stuff in more recent Flintstone stuff, also since 2001. Mandy and Billy and Mandy. She voiced a character in When Marnie Was There, the English dub of When Marnie Was There. She's done some Loud House stuff. I think that one was a pretty popular thing. Hey, Hannah Mraz. Multiple characters in Rugrats. The McNultys. Todd McNulty, Ty McNulty, Terry McNulty. Reptar Jr. Lot of bit characters in Johnny Bravo. Also a lot of bit characters in the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah. Grim and Evil. She was Mandy in Grim and Evil. A lot of bit characters in Samurai Jack and Harvey Birdman. Vicky, Tootie, Veronica, and a whole shit ton of other characters in Fairly Odd Parents. She didn't voice him. Who did voice him? Tom Kane. Him was voiced by Tom Kane. Yeah, a lot of characters in Fairly Odd Parents, including Vicky and Veronica. Hi Hi Puffy Amayumi. And apparently she voiced Yumi in Hi Hi Puffy Amayumi. A lot of characters in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I love Hi Hi Puffy Amy Girls. Apparently Gray Delisle voiced yeah, Buttercup. I was talking about the voice cast. I had been talking about the voice cast for Date Everything. Attica Shaper. I don't think I'd know. I don't think so. I've been talking about the voice cast in Date Everything, and people were saying that they've never heard of any of them. So I was looking at because Gray Delisle, is in is in Date Everything, and she's one of those voice actors who's just you have absolutely like if you've watched a cartoon over the past 25 years, you have absolutely heard Gray Delisle's voice. So I was just sort of talking about better. Uh, she voiced Princess Azula among other characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hey there, Gray Delilah. Gray Delisle. Would I need a passport to visit? Well, yes. Canada is a different country from the U.S., so yes. Delisle. Delisile or SLE. Delisle. Anyway, my point is that hey Brandon, the point is that Date Everything has an absolutely fucking stacked voice cast, and I'm looking forward to playing that game. Starting probably next week, depending on how I feel, because it's going to be a bit of a busy day for me. And yes, Vanna, that is how her name is spelled. Oh no, or yes, that is how it's spelled. Shouldn't need a passport to get in Mexico and Canada, but that's just me. I mean, there's 3 different countries. You need a passport when you're going from one country to another. Yeah, it's going to depend a little bit on how I feel because it's going to be a somewhat busy day for me. Come to the U.S. I'd rather not visit the U.S. New York would be really cool to visit. As a kid, I didn't need a passport to get into Canada. Went to Montreal once, so it was really nice. Montreal is a really nice city. Yeah, New York would be a really cool place to visit. But other than that, I'm not. There's not really that much that I want to see in New York or in the U.S. To be honest. And yeah, I sure as hell would not visit the U.S. while Trump is president. Fuck no, I don't want to get fucking detained by ICE for 2 days. Yeah, I mean there are other places in the U.S. It's like, yeah, I mean, wouldn't mind visiting certain places. Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting like Chicago, but it's not really on my list of like top places I'd love to go. You were President Vanna, Chicago. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting Chicago, but it's not high on my list of places that I'd really like to go. On travel. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Scotland, Japan, Greece, New York City. Yeah, so Scotland, Japan, Greece, and New York City are the main places that I would really like to see. One other thing in the US you want to see? Hookers. It's your. It's you. Oh, so it's right, Buttercup. Hi-yo. Just looked up a train ride to Chicago. You think I shouldn't do it? Go to New Orleans instead? I mean, those seem like nice cities. You have a greasy spoon on Route 66 and visiting kitschy roadside attractions. I want to see Canadian hookers. Never seen any. Just look up the kids in the hall hooker characters. Canadian hookers are basically like that. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Chantel used to love that show. Did they wear parkas? In the winter. Was I right about? Well, my guess was hookers, and then you said it was you, so I was right. You were talking. You were my guess about it being hookers that I should see. Biscuits and country gravy. Like poutine, but better. Those feel like fighting words, Truthberry. The correct making look run. Of course he is, and Republicans will vote for him because Republicans fucking love celebrities. Anybody taking any fun vacations this year? Shit, who can afford vacations? '99 called. They want their singer back. 1999 called. They said they don't want Kid Rock either. I just like being lonely. We're not moving in together. I'm sure as hell not moving in somewhere until I have a job. Like, honestly, I would want to wait until I actually have a job again anyway. Like, even if it was an option, and it's not. I definitely want to wait until I've got a job. And even then, I'd want to give it a few months to make sure it's not something that I'm going to either quit or be fired from anytime soon. So yeah, moving back in together is not happening. Anywho, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks for coming. And good night, people.